Hello. Everyone that's going to see this. I'd like to talk about instigating, gaslighting, perp rhetoric, whatever, what have you. A lot of us know that there are the certain people that come to our channels and have the same rhetoric about, with their same crap like schizophrenia or you're paranoid or that. But as far as that goes, they'll even follow you to other people's channels if you comment on someone else's post. These certain people will do that. I'm not going to name who they are. We know who they are. Don't want to give them any more attention than they deserve. They'll change their names, different sock accounts. Once you hide whatever one account from your channel, they'll come back with another assumed name. None of those people have any content. They never have any content because they're not here about content. They're here about slander and disinformation. Reason I say this, I was looking at someone else's channel today, and one of the usual suspects, we're not going to talk about his or her name, but this person's always talking about, oh, I make more money than, I may pay more taxes than you've ever made in your life, or blah, 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 some bullshit, or schizophrenia much, whatever, that kind of shit. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking about just by me saying that. But someone whose channel I've watched is defending him and says, oh, the only reason he'd be watching is because he's a target. Look, this motherfucker is not a target. Everybody knows that he's not a target. They know he's a perp. They know these fuckers are perps. Okay? and defending him, saying he's suffering, you're out of your fucking mind. Okay? You're out of your mind defending him, saying he's suffering. He's not suffering from shit. He's an instigator. He's a perp. He goes to everybody's channels. He comes in there and talks his bullshit about how he's so rich and blah, blah, blah. And, they're it's the same stuff everywhere. Everybody knows these guys are perps. They know that they're fucking same bullshit as just gang stalker rhetoric. And they pull the same shit. And it's not gonna change. But I'm sorry, but if you're gonna defend him, you don't need to be calling yourself a target if you're defending perps. I mean, get serious. Defending his rhetoric, saying, "Oh, he's suffering like the rest of us." I'm like, God, you got to be crazy. You're crazy thinking he's suffering. He's not suffering. He gets a kick out of this shit. He gets a kick out of coming to everybody's channels and putting stuff behind his name like decider of your fate or owns you or stuff like that with his handler name. You know who I'm talking about. He's a scumbag. Just like the rest of the perps are scumbags. They perpetuate the same narrative that you're schizophrenic because these fuckers are harassing and slandering you. So you're paranoid and you're schizo because these assholes that, you know, come in here and perp their crap and poke fun like this shit isn't happening to you, and to demean your plight and try to overshadow your issues with their stupid schizophrenia fake pseudo fucking diagnosis. But anyway, the literal word for it is they're gaslighting people and trying to, you know, demean you and make you look like, you know, you're doing something wrong. Like you're the problem when, you know, you're being harassed, threatened, targeted. So this wasn't really going to be a long video. I just kind of wanted to address the matter of perps that, you know, will come to your channel or your stream or whatever and be in the chat and make offhanded comments like about your worth or your lack of worth, or precipitating their narrative that, you know, you're somehow less of a person because you're targeted. But in reality, it can be that can't be any farther from the truth, since they're, you know, they must come here and perp you. You're pretty much the most important thing in their existence. I mean, they have nothing better to do than to come and, you know, try to, you know, instigate trouble for you. In a literal sense, that's basically their objective, is to demean you, degrade you, defame you, character assassination with their bullcrap. There's a lot of them. There's not just, and I'm not just talking about one. I've had several in here, more than one, and usually they, you know, they patronize your channel quite a bit. They come in and, you know, return, even after they've been, you know, outed as perps. And but defending these scumbags is just, it's just like, I'm like, what are you thinking? I'm not going to name any person's name. I don't care about that. It's just that it's like talking about something, we need to be kinder to each other. And I don't give a rat's ass about being kind to no perp, no gang stalker. They can go stick a red hot poker up their ass for all I care. I'm not going to be kind to those scumbags. And the individual in question is talking about how he pays more taxes than I've ever made, and I'm on disability, and what kind of a man doesn't own his own house? Well, I'll tell you, I'm an honest man. I'm an honorable person, and I don't need to demean other people by saying, "Oh, I got a Mercedes, I got a house, I'm rich, blah blah blah." You can just go fuck yourself with that. Um, I don't need to um, wave a shiny golden fucking scepter around and say, "Look at me! I have a shiny golden scepter. I'm special because I have money." Blah blah blah. What is that? What is that? What kind of attitude is that? That's a narcissist, self-absorbed, insecure, demented individual that feels the need to, you know, wave their shiny golden flag around like, "Oh my, look at all my money. Look at all my money." Whatever. But whatever. Um, but in retrospect, I do own the place that I live in. I rent the land that it's on, but I own the place I live in. So get your facts straight, genius. Um, and I use that term loosely. I think I'm using it more of an insult when I say genius because he's the farthest thing from being a genius. Um, and I will say his name just one time. He's changed the last part behind his name to "Decide Your Fate." And this is the chief handler that everybody knows. He's a redundant, scared little boy that feels the need to try to demean others to make himself feel important. Bragging about, oh, he's got money, probably lives at home. He's probably calling up from the basement right now saying, "Mommy, bring me another juicy juice and a hot pocket. I'm hungry." So, but I digress. But the rhetoric that the perps that you might have, frequenting your channels, say the same stuff. Well, like you're saying right there, how they acquire money, and committing crimes. Well, they're committing crimes by being gang stalkers. Stalking in any part of the world is a crime. Now, if you get a group of people like we have conspiring and coercing each other to stalk and harass and threaten people, well, then you're talking a conspiracy, and then you're talking crimes against humanity. An organized sect of criminals. That's what they are. They're criminals. In effect, over long term, killing people with their dew weapon technology, their sleep deprivation tactics, their isolation, uh, financial assassination, character assassination, identity theft, blacklisting, shadow banning. In effect, some people it drives them to, you know, to suicide. Some people they end up just outright killing them, and there's been instances of this. So, just like you're saying there, they're criminals, Harry. They're criminals. They're nothing more than criminals, and the problem with that is they're attacking innocent people such as yourself, and trying, and myself and other targets, to, you know, flip the script and make themselves look like they're such wonderful people, while the whole time they're attacking you for not doing anything wrong to them in the least. Hi, Tanya. How are you today? But no, I know you probably have your own stories of the one person I mentioned, but there's others I've had in here that have come in here and um, just flat out threatening people and trying to demean people in the chat and demean the people on the panel. Um, and I'll let people come in and talk on my panel, anybody that wants to. But when you get these scumbags that come in here, and the first thing, they come in and they'll have like a porn, they'll put a porn icon up. They'll say in the back, in the private chat, oh yeah, I have something to say about, gang stalking. I'm being targeted, blah blah blah. And the second that you allow them, you're decent about allowing them to have their say on your show or your channel, what have you, they'll start off with some racist crap, or start doing some, really sick and perverted stuff, like running a porn video on their screen, or some crap, just or some Nazi crap, just ridiculous. These people are scumbags. um oh, you miss me, okay, that's fine. um but the overall scope of this, the overall scope of gang stalking in general, it's a worldwide organization of stalkers. That's it, plain and simple. And worldwide organization of stalkers, of people that are banding together for no other purpose than to assassinate individuals' character, with no proof, with no for no reason, for other than their own personal gain. I guess so they can post videos and make some stupid hate video about how look at what this person's doing. Look at what this is going on. Um, like SHP was showing on her channel, something called Kiwi Farms has on their page saying about, oh, we created this page so that we can come and discuss with each other about how some individuals are making fools of themselves on the internet. Stalkers, gang stalkers, perps, slanderers. Okay, that's what they're doing. And you're right, Tanya. It is bad what we're dealing with, and um, and the worst part of it is that it's treated as a non-issue. I mean, um, the, it, many of us have tried to warn, official people, and they say nothing or do nothing. They say, "Oh yeah, we'll get back to you." Well, that just leads me to believe that they're complicit and part of the problem. And I, I have no other critical thinking discerned from it. That they're either their inability to do anything or their unwillingness, should I say, to investigate it and to bring these criminals to justice, which they deserve. Um, and YouTube is complicit with it too. I'm sorry, YouTube, but you're complicit too because you allow these people to do this crap. People report these people to you, and yet you know you don't do anything about them. You let them slander people. You let them um, you let them demean people, degrade their character, and defame their character in a public forum. And you just say, oh, okay, well, report it to us and we'll do something. But they don't. It doesn't matter how much you report it, how much you report them. They'll just create a different sock account and come back with another name. Well, how about you ban their IPs? Instead of banning the person's name, ban their fucking IPs and talk directly to their internet service provider about them, that they're a stalker, perp, harassing people online, and they don't need a fucking internet access point anymore. How about you do that? What else has got me thinking about it is SAP's channel has been taken down for whatever reason. The only reason I can think of is because she's been presenting so much evidence against the fucking gang stalkers that they're like, oh, we got to do something about her. I don't know exactly what the particulars were behind that, but it seems fishy to me. Whatever, that the good people that are trying to stop these assholes are being shunned for trying to raise awareness about these gang stalker perps that are walking around among us everywhere. I mean, I can probably say to the few of you that are in here watching right now, you probably know your neighbors are doing it to you, just like I know mine are doing it to me. And then that's the sickness of it, is that it's so damn rampant that, they pick out a person and group together to assassinate their character, to destroy their life, ruin their lives, whatever. In the end, kill them, whatever. So, and the structure of it is that they try to purvey to their listeners, these perps, that you're consenting to this, that you've given them permission. None of us are consenting to being spied on, to being slandered, perped, to being persecuted like this, threatened, harassed, bum rushed on the street by these fucking idiots. None of us. Having our intellectual property stolen, our identities stolen, our credit ruined, our financial lives ruined because of some scumbag that wants to make themselves look important. One second here. I'm going to look at something here. And I'm going to read it. Okay. Never mind that. But anyway, I was just, well, Cutthroat Society was just defending Chief Handler. And I'm telling her, everyone knows he's a perp. Are you kidding me? Everyone knows that he's a fucking perp. Are you blind? Are you fucking blind, woman? He's a fucking perp. If you can't see that, you're with your spiritual bullshit you're trying to peddle. You're out of your fucking mind. He's not suffering. Saying you think he's suffering like we are means you're complicit with his ass with that shit. If you're trying to say that Chief Handler is suffering just like we are, get the fuck out of here with that, Cutthroat Society. You're being a fucking idiot. Well, I know, I understand they are, Tanya. I understand that they're zapping you with this shit all the time, just like they are all the rest of us. The mayor, huh? The mayor was watching you? That's pretty wild. But no, yeah, um, I'm not listening to that shit. Uh, um, I'm not gonna be a party to that, that, defending Chief Handler. Sorry, Cutthroat Society, but I just unsub from your ass because of that. You go ahead and you defend that scumbag perp, Chief Handler. You go right ahead. I'm not falling into that crap. I won't be commenting on your channel or any of your videos anymore because I just unsubbed from your ass. So you go right on ahead and suck Chief Handler's dick and whatever. I'm not doing it. He's a fucking perp. But anyway, that was basically what it was about. And I'm not dealing with it. What are you talking about? Terrible burns, Harry? Who had terrible burns? Who had terrible burns? You know, like John Heyman says. What did they do to you? What are you talking about? What how did what were they burning them with? Do weapons, you think? Were they using the ultrasonic or infra, whatever that is, the beam? Was it a truck with a big disc on the top of it that they point at the crowd and it burns you and makes you turn around? It's called an It's called an active denial system, an ADS. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an active denial system, and it burns you under the skin. It's a not. It's supposed to be non-lethal and all that, but I mean, you know, they know there's going to be long-term effects from this. It's not. I mean, you're being microwaved. They're cooking you, and it's not like there's not going to be any long-term effects when they're cooking your fucking insides with these microwave weapons. And you're just exhibiting proof right there that the microwave weapons exist by saying that they're using it on protesters now. Oh, well, microwave weapons don't exist. This do shit doesn't exist. It's an invisible weapon. It doesn't exist. Yeah, but you're using it. That's what I was talking about earlier. That with the artificial telepathy, there's and like Elon Musk is doing and Neuropod is doing with Neuropod and Neuralink, that with accessing people's thoughts and their memories. Oh, this stuff is in development. Bullshit. In development. The technology was invented in the 70s and shit, and you've been using it. It's just so prolific now that. But they'll say, "Oh, this is, you're paranoid. This stuff doesn't exist. This isn't real." But they're using it. So give me a break saying this shit isn't real. Well, yeah, they've been using it. They've been using it. They've been using this crap. And that's just it. Like with the thing with the implants, there's no implants needed for this shit. They can access you without implants. I, I'm not going to keep trying to prove this shit. I'm not going to keep reading articles, and I'm not going to keep looking up patents, and I'm not going to keep trying to present the proof when it's right in front of people's faces. They don't want to believe it. If you can't read it for yourself, I don't know what to tell you. If you can't see it if you can't see the fucking dinosaur in front of your face, I'm not going to point it out to you anymore. Well, Amazon's spying on you with Sidewalk, with all the Alexas linked together and the Ring doorbells. They're all linked together. It's a big network, and they're all listening to everything you say and watching everything you fucking do. And when they say that they aren't listening to this stuff, that, oh, it's just collecting data. No, you're listening to it, you assholes. Don't fucking try to lie to us. You're listening to it. You're using it. You got the police flying over targeted individuals' houses in fucking circles. Give me a break. Fucking perping people every day on the street, in the air, in their homes. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Quit fucking lying. Nobody believes you, motherfuckers. And the FBI saying, "Oh, Havana syndrome is a mystery. Mystery illness. Bullshit. You know exactly what the fuck it is. It's dew weapons. You're using the motherfuckers." And I'll tell you right now, if you think your government won't lie to you, you need to wake the fuck up. It's their business to lie and keep secrets and spy on people. It's their job. That's what they do. Just that they're supposed to get warrants for it, but now they're not getting warrants. They're just doing it warrantless and whoever the fuck they want to do it to. And if they want to destroy your life and make you look like a jerk, then they're going to lie and cheat and invent shit to do that too. But I guess I've said about all I can say about that. Um, but anyway, if you got the perps coming into your chats and posting their bullshit rhetoric in your comments, you know, you can do like I have and just keep a record of that by having all those comments go to your email, directly to your email, and that way you can hide them. You can hide their comments after they comment, because you've already got a record for it in your email, but you don't have to leave it there for everybody to look at, so that they can't get their audience, because that's all they want is an audience. um I, I understand you're scared, John, um, but that's what they want, and let don't give them the satisfaction, if you understand what I mean. Um, I'm not afraid of these scumbags. That's why I'm sitting there talking about it. They can go fuck themselves with their dew weapons and their microwave fucking R&M technology, reading people's thoughts, reading my thoughts, listening to whatever I think, whatever I see, fucking beaming their fucking V2K into my ear every day, 24/7. They can stick it up their ass. Um, I'm not playing their game. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not I'm not kissing their fucking ass, and I'm never going to. If anything, I'm going to put my foot in their ass every day I can. I'm not afraid. I'm angry. I'm not afraid. Like I said, they always talk about, oh, we're going to come to your house and do something or kill you, burn your house down. I'm like, bring it, bitch. I'll stick my cane up your ass. But anyway, um, I don't think that it does any good to, show the aggression, but they have to understand that um, not everybody's gonna lay down and let them kick them. You know what I mean? Um, if anything, we need to band together and start pushing back a little bit, rather than just let them group together and keep stomping on our you know on our integrity, like it's some kind of piece of garbage, like they try to do with the Constitution anymore. Fucking leave them to their own selfish demise, like they deserve. I mean, I keep going back to Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden tried to warn us of this shit years and years ago, with the NSA having the technology to read people's thoughts and watch them and watch them through their heads with the EMF technology. He talked about it. It's not like he didn't sit there and look at it himself. He saw them doing it, and he's like, "Holy shit, they can do this!" And they're doing it. But the only problem is now they're delegating that shit out to just random fucking criminals. It's like everybody has this shit except for the people they're using it on. Everybody's doing this to people, to innocent people. The criminals are in control of this shit. I wonder if maybe that is why the NSA, CIA, FBI, all those fucking ABC agencies aren't doing shit about it, is because they know that they're responsible. They this is shit they were doing, and now people are doing it to just whoever they want, and they have no control over it. So they have to call it a mystery illness. They try to downplay that people are having their, you know, their dreams infiltrated and their thoughts infiltrated and being harassed with V2K 24/7 by these scumbags that live within close proximity of them, because the technology is everywhere. I mean, they're trying to pass it out like candy, like, oh, Neuralink's coming out with blah, 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 Neuropod, BCIs everywhere, brain computer interfaces everywhere. It's the way of the future. Got this fucking metaverse that fucking Zuckerberg's trying to make. I mean, do you want the Matrix? Do you want to live in the Matrix? I don't want to live in the fucking Matrix. Fuck the Matrix. But anyway, I think I made my point with this video. It's been 41 minutes. I ranted long enough. I appreciate you guys coming out, and just remember one thing. Don't be afraid of these people, because they're scum. I mean, you're good people, okay, John? You guys are good people, and they're trying to treat you like dirt because they're scum. You get me? They're trying to make you feel bad because they feel bad, because they're whatever, jealous. I don't know, because they want to use you to feel important. I don't know the whole aspect behind that, but I know that that's part of it. It's all for profit, and they're trying to make you the paycheck. You're the scapegoats, and that's what's going on. But just try not to be afraid, and let these fuckers have what they want, because that's what they want. They want you to be afraid, and don't let them have it. Fight back. So have a good night, and thank you for being here. Peace.